Revenge anime gotta be one of the best genres I can watch. Seeing the protagonists finally get their get back is a thing of beauty that almost rarely gets seen. The time of suffering is over because we got a real one this summer season. The anime is known as 30Frames. There's a lot more in that title, I'm not gonna say all of it. And I'll tell you what, they set the tone almost immediately for this series. We see a young boy in a small apartment complex being fed scraps of food placed on the cold hardwood floor. When he doesn't take a bite, his father continuously hits and kicks him while his wife is preoccupied with their TV dramas, completely ignoring their child. This may be a personal thing. Of course, I hate the father for physically abusing his own son, but will always grind my gears is watching a mother neglect or harm their child they birthed from their own body. My mother never goes a day without letting me know I'm loved, and it's the same for my father, but maternal love is always something you should be able to count on. Anyways, the victim in this series is known as Mimori Toga, and has grown since then into a young high school student whose existence is as thin as air. Although there's no point in making his presence known no matter what, he knows the difference between right and wrong and does his best to show kindness to those who deserve it. The prime example of this is when he and his fellow classmates are on a bus en route to their school trip destination. An egotistical maniac by the name of Oyamada Shogo is teasing the class rep Sogo Ayaka, a young lady who would do anything to make sure the rest of her class is safe and cordial. Knowing full well nothing good will come out of it, Mimori tries to hold himself back, but his body moves on his own and tries to stop Oyamada from going too far. This is in vain as the perv treats him like dirt, considering their huge difference in social status. The only reason he stopped was because the top dog of the class that he gives massive head to, since everyone in the class likes to ride his meat like Tiana Trump on Brazzers, Kirihara Takuto told him to give it a rest since it was bothering his narcissism training. And isekai. Just like that, another group of people have been transported to another world against their will in order to do the deeds the summoning world is too pussy to handle by themselves. Be sick! Can't stand Spider-Man! So anyways, this is the goddess Vices. I hate this motherfucker. She is the one who summoned these high school children to fight her war. Oddly enough, everyone's rather quick on the uptake and listen to her demands. She instructs everyone to place their hands upon a crystal-like ball one by one. If you're S rank, it breaks from all the magical output. If you're A rank, it glows bright like the 23 F250's LEDs on your bumper. And the lower you get down the alphabet, the dimmer it shines. After giving the undeserving tools, besides Sogo their ranks, Mimori makes his way up without even being noticed. After placing his hand on the ball, she swiftly requests the next student to come up to the altar. This can only spell suffering for our protagonist, and it soon comes true as she shoves him down into the magical circle, claiming his rank will serve only to hinder the success of the new heroes. So what does the goddess do to him? Surely she should send him back, considering he's been sent here against his will, and he never asked for any of this, right? Nope. She says she will dispose of him. This is the reason why I despise characters like this, and I had said the same thing about the king in level 2 cheat skill. How do you forcibly steal someone from their world to fight your battles and not even offer any compensation if they can't help you? At least give him a place to live, train him to level up, give him a job or something. The reason why Vices can't send them back home is actually such a cheap situation. The only way the summoned heroes can make it back home is by killing the demon lord they are meant to defeat, and I believe extracting some magicules imbued in the monster in order to obtain the power to return home. This was all stated by the goddess herself, as the students had questioned how to get back home. Perhaps it is true, or perhaps it is all said to light the fire in their hearts. The only fire she wants to put out is the eyesore in the kingdom, Mimori. She got some nerve too, as it is later revealed you don't even have to be a certain rank or a hero to be disposed of. You just have to be on her bad side. She puts on the face of a loving goddess who does what is necessary to protect her world and people, but she's just a jerk who keeps the sheep who follow her kind words and gets rid of those who stray from the herd. So the moment Mimori is in the process of being disposed of, you can tell exactly who the sheep are walking on their path. Sogo had tried to vouch for Mimori's safety, but Vices knocks her out, getting rid of the interference. I know he was essentially invisible to the class, but to literally not bat an eye to another guy your age who didn't do anything wrong go out sad like this? You gotta be one sick puppy. Mimori looks at his so-called classmates with nothing but resentment. As someone who has done nothing but try to be kind to everyone and mind his own business, to be thrown out like trash? This is nothing short of unfair. Speaking of fair, in order to save face, Vices states that anyone who has and will be disposed of, such as Mimori, is given a chance to prove their worth by survival. He will be sent into the Temple of Ruin, an underground dungeon that no name was renowned to have made it out alive. Seeing past all this BS, Mimori curses his classmates along with the goddess in his last stand to the chosen ones. He is sent away with no remorse as his world engulfs in darkness. But little did he know, this would be the best thing that could possibly happen to him. Once he is down in the dungeon, he is consistently jumped by horrifying monsters that chase him to no end. The only thing he can use to defend himself is his small amount of MP along with the low level skills such as Paralyze. Such skills are seen as pathetic to the goddess as they seem to be like cheap tricks compared to explosive power. But even with such power, one must have a strategic mind to grow in skill, something Mimori excels in more than anyone in the series. And with this, he will have his revenge on everyone. So I know I only watched one episode, but it was enough for me to start the manga. I am currently on chapter 21, and I won't stop until I'm caught up. Don't worry, I won't spoil too much, but I will give you a few thoughts. First off, Mimori gotta be top 10 isekai protag, because it's one thing to be thrown in and you're automatically the strongest, but how about when literally nothing goes your way, you still find a way to come out on top, especially with skills that have no explosive power. You find a way to make status ailments OP like Melania does in Elden Ring. The way I've seen him fight is arguably a lot better than watching Ainz hit a giant fireball. Instead, Mimori uses his brain to win, especially with such powerful foes that stand in his way. Another great thing about the protagonist is that even with all that's happened to him, he is still very, very kind. He will kill all those in the world without mercy that deserve it, but anyone who faces unfair hardships or deserves a better life, he won't stand by and let them suffer. This is because due to the circumstances since he was young living with good-for-nothing parents, he grew nothing but hatred and murderous rage for those who do wrong by him. But the two people that saved him from his life, his aunt and uncle, showed him nothing but kindness and ingrained the idea of showing kindness to all those who need it, and I love that for him. Also, I'm really starting to enjoy the side characters. Well, not so much enjoy, but like pray on their downfall. There's 4 tools that deserve everything that's coming to them, and that's Kirihara, Oyamada, Yasu, and Ikusaba. They all deserve death, and realistically should have been born in this world in the first place. The funniest thing was, I think it was like chapter 15 or something, I was going through the pages, and as Kirihara is trying to level up and showing his explosive power, I believe he leveled up to like level 24. Meanwhile, my man Mimori is over here, over in the thousands. What are you doing with your life? Now, the two sisters Itsuki and Hijiri have promised, but seem to only care about themselves, as they didn't think anything of Mimori's death, only that those celebrating are scum. And finally, I am very much looking forward to the reunion between Sogo and Mimori. They literally have nothing to do with one another, but as the one person who tried to save him, I would like to see at least one interaction. Alright, Sarasa. She is definitely the second best character after Mimori, and I wish nothing but the best for her. I have enjoyed seeing her relationship grow as they venture further into this world. Other than that, please God, don't let the 3D animation be the pride and joy of the series. I find myself gagging at least 4 times, but the animation was good. Besides that, those action scenes and whatnot, the story is great, and I'm all here for it. So yeah, y'all, I genuinely recommend that y'all start watching this series. If not, just start reading it, because you won't want to miss it. If you have any other series I should do this for, leave them down in the comments. I will get to them. That being said, love y'all. Take it easy. Hi. Alright, what's up, everybody? It's Future Fifth talking right now. We're about 5 episodes deep in Failure Frame. And I'll tell you right now, I do very much enjoy it. I really enjoy the story. I like to know what's coming, you know what I'm saying? And from this moment where I'm talking right now, I'm currently caught up in the manga, so I know everything that's gonna happen. That being said, there's not entirely a lot that I'm looking forward to in terms of the anime, because essentially what's gonna be happening for the rest of the season is a whole bunch of world building, which I don't mind at all. Reincarnated as a Slime is one of my favorite animes, and it is basically all world building. But the thing is that they got the important stuff done first. From my perspective, watching Failure Frame, I am in it to see the revenge against the goddess. Now, I think there's maybe 50, 60 chapters that I read of Failure Frame. He has not come close to seeing her again. And logistically, that's fine, because he's on a journey in order to find a spell that can kill the goddess. But again, that being said, it low-key doesn't feel like it. Like, as they're going on this journey, I genuinely forgot about the whole reason why they're on this journey. And when it comes to the goddess's side of things, I'm waiting for anyone to get an inkling that Mimori is still alive. That being said, they do, but nothing's really happening, you know? I am enjoying the journey and everything, but let's get back to where we started, you know? And even with his classmates, I don't care what's going on. They're showing how much they're growing in terms of power, how they're faring against monsters, who's in what clique, but at the same time, I'm like, when are they gonna see Mimori again? When am I gonna get my apology? I don't know. I hold a grudge. But besides that, going back to the anime, of the 5 episodes that I've watched so far, it's good, but I can't get over the animation. It would be completely fine with me if they just kept that regular 2D animation, but I'm not gonna lie. And sometimes in fight scenes, if it was fight scenes, I'm fine with the 3D. I'm fine with it. But it just comes out of nowhere every 5 minutes. They could literally just be talking, and then the next frame, all he's doing is turning around and sitting down, and it goes to 3D. And I'm like, why? What was the purpose? I understand it's an animation thing. I'm not an animator. I don't get it. So I know that they usually use 3D because it's easier to use and it gets things done quicker. But at the same time, I'm just like, bro, I can't watch this. Can you make it either full 3D or full 2D? Because I just can't stand it. Again, if it was fight scenes only, sure, I can deal with that. But just walking through the street, Why? So I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm gonna still watch because I do enjoy the series as a whole. But like, chill with the 3D as well as just like, let's get to the point in the manga, please. I don't know. So anyways, I think I'm after the past 5th, so I'm just gonna end it this way. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all. Take it easy.